everyone, I'm Kate Andrews, and here's a look at what is going on this week in the news. And we begin from news from the Vatican. During his Sunday Angelus, Pope Francis extended his prayers to the people of Nepal following Saturday's devastating earthquake. Rome Reports has more.
During the Regina Coeli prayer, Pope Francis prayed for the thousands of victims who died in Nepal after a 7.8 earthquake struck the country. An estimated 3,600 people lost their lives. More than 6,000 were injured.
Desidero assicurare la mia vicinanza alle popolazioni colpite da un forte terremoto in Nepal e nei paesi confinanti. Prego per le vittime. Per i feriti e per tutti coloro che soffrono a causa di questa calamità, abbiano il sostegno della solidarietà fraterna.
April 27th marks 1 year since the canonization of John Paul II. The Pope highlighted the need to remember his teachings.
Risuoni sempre nei vostri cuori il suo richiamo: aprite le porte a Cristo, che diceva con quella voce forte e santa che lui aveva.
Reflecting on Sunday's gospel reading, the Pope also explained why Jesus is a good shepherd who is willing to give his life for his sheep without expecting anything in return.
È l'amore più alto e più puro, perché non è motivato da alcuna necessità, non è condizionato da alcun calcolo, non è attratto da alcun interessato desiderio di scambio.
The Pope then called on Christians, especially those who lead the Church, to imitate Jesus in being a good shepherd.
In news from around the country, on Saturday, 5,000 people marched to Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C. in support of traditional marriage. The president of the USCCB, Archbishop Joseph Kurtz of Louisville, Kentucky, addressed the crowd. He called same-sex marriage the greatest social experiment of our time. This year's March for Marriage rally occurred just 3 days before the U.S. Supreme Court will hear arguments in 4 cases on same-sex marriage. In news from the Vatican, Pope Francis ordained 19 men to the priesthood this weekend. He had some very practical advice for them. Take a look.
Quanto a voi che state per essere promossi all'ordine del presbiterato, considerate che esercitando il ministero della Sacra Dottrina sarete partecipi della missione di Cristo, unico Maestro. E questo sia il nutrimento del popolo di Dio, che le vostre omilie non siano noiose, che le vostre omilie arrivino proprio al cuore della gente, perché escono del vostro cuore, perché quello che voi dite a loro è quello che voi avete nel cuore. L'esempio edifica, ma le parole senza esempio sono parole vuote, sono idee e non arrivano mai al cuore.
Back to news from around the country. Pope Francis has accepted the retirement of Archbishop Michael Sheen of Santa Fe, New Mexico. Bishop John Wester of Salt Lake City will succeed him. Archbishop Sheen has headed the Archdiocese since 1993. Bishop Wester has headed the Salt Lake City Diocese since 2007. He is a member of the Pontifical Council for the Pastoral Care of Migrants and Itinerant Peoples and chairs the U.S. Bishops' Communications Committee. And finally in the news, Pope Francis met recently with the Queen of Sweden. Rome Reports has more.
Starting off their conversation in Spanish, Pope Francis welcomed Queen Sylvia of Sweden to the library of the Vatican's Apostolic Palace. The Pope thanked the Queen of Sweden for the role the country plays in welcoming refugees. During their brief meeting, the Queen also talked about charitable organizations to help children. One by one, members of her delegation greeted the Pope. Among them was the Queen's daughter, Princess Magdalena, who was expecting her second child. Her husband, Chris O'Neill, and their first daughter, Eleanor, were also there. Even though she's only one, the little girl stole the show. As a gift, the Queen gave the Pope 3 prayer books for children written in Swedish. In turn, the Pope gave her a medallion of his pontificate as well as his apostolic exhortation Evangelii Gaudium. Since the Queen was born in Germany, the copy is in German. And as always, before saying farewell, the Pope again asked for prayers.
Well, that is all the information we have for you at this time. I'm Kate Andrews. Don't forget, you can keep up to date on Catholic news throughout the week with Catholic Newsbreak right here on the Catholic TV Network.